I want to talk just a little bit about the higher education regions. We have a regional portal because we're required to do a regional plan for Texas higher education. We do not have the same regions as K-12. You have 20, we just have 10. I wish we had 11 because we have the San Antonio area is grouped with the Rio Grande Valley, and sometimes that's challenging because the data looks different for those two places, to be honest, that's my opinion. And occasionally you'll see we'll split the map and have an 11th region in that area. But these are our regions. And we have a couple of things in our regional portal, a couple of pieces of information that relate to high school to college. The way we have data in here is by region and by topic area. So someone want to pick a region that they're interested in? Anybody?
Texas.
Metroplex? Okay. Here we go. So you can click on Metroplex or use the drop-down box. These are all in Excel files the way we've got them set up. I think it's thinking. Do we see? This one takes a little while. No, I think it's just, I'm so used to doing things from this side that that's what it wants to do. Waiting for that little Excel button. Just doesn't. Ginger, can you click on it on the computer? Because that always works. We always have a backup.
Oh,
Okay.
It's opening now.
Oh, it is opening. Okay, good.
It just sent the picture.
It's just slow, this particular application. Okay. So in this file, we have information about the region. And then by topic area, we have the same information, but for every institution based on topic. So we'll have a map with the region. We have information about population projections. This is the one I think that's kind of interesting. And we have this for all the regions. This is enrollment in and out of region. So you can see for a region, the students who stayed in the region, where were they going to college? And for the students who left the region, just because of space, we just have where they were most likely to go, and we have it ordered by the region where most students went. Now, it probably doesn't surprise you that the most students from the Metroplex area came to Central Texas. There are 3 institutions in Central Texas that you can probably guess that attract a lot of students. So for many regions, for those enrolled out of region, they're in Central Texas. UT Austin, Texas A&M, Texas State. So which used to be called Texas State San Marcos, by the way, but they officially changed their name this last legislative session, and they are now Texas State. Now, they have changed their names enough times, and we've had to go into our data and fix all of that enough times, so I think they can't shorten anymore. They can't just be Texas University. I think they'll at least have, so hopefully we're done with that. Interesting tidbit, I'm sure the folks from Region 1's the Valley, right? I'm going to get this. Okay, I'm sure you realize that we have a new higher ed institution that's being formed in the Valley. Were you aware of that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there was legislation last session that basically is allowing UT Brownsville and UT Pan American to merge. Yeah. And they are going to be called the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. No dash. We have to get it right because some universities of Texas have a dash and then a place, but they are University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. So that's going to be fun for us data folks to merge all those records. But you might start hearing that. They're just forming now. They got the legislative authority to do so, but they're still functioning as UT Brownsville and UTPA. Okay, so there's some interesting stuff in the regional area. We update this every 2 years. You'll see 2011. It'll be updated this July at the latest. Because we have this regional report that's due to the legislature every 2 years. And we used to just do the report and have tons of information in the appendix and nobody ever looked at it. And again, getting back to, we're doing all this work. What do we want people to use it. We came up with the regional portal and all these different charts and graphs for that reason. So people can go in and see information. And this we do some things here we don't do other places. Like we found some really interesting things when we started looking at 10-year rates broken out by race and ethnicity versus 6-year rates. So you have certain populations that look better on a 6-year rate, but then other like one example, and I don't think it's here, but I saw it other places where white males would have a higher 6-year rate, but then Hispanic females would pass them for the 10-year rate in certain areas. You see some interesting things when you track out a little bit longer over time. So we tried, after 6 years, you drop a fair amount in terms of your graduation rates. They don't get too much better, but for some groups, you do see quite a difference. Also, for part-time students, in groups where you have a lot of part-time students, we start to see some more differences. So we've got a lot of good data sort of tracking students through in this portal. But again, we do have that little bit of high school to college, and a lot of that information comes from the main files we're going to show you today.